Alright, so today we have some 18650 batteries we got in, and we're going to try to make our own custom 4S 18650 battery. So we have 4 of them, so 4 cells, and these are specifically LG cells. They're 3500 milliamp hour. As you can see, LG. Came in those little cases. We got them from the battery store, and they had them in stock. I think they're about $6 a piece. And these specifically are rated at 10 amps. So what we're trying to do here is build a battery. So what we want to do is we want to make it so that we have 4 batteries here, or 4 cells, making one battery, and then we want to connect them in series. So I want, positive, negative, positive, negative. And then of course, we'll be using an XT60 male lead, along with a little bit of wire, and we'll connect that to finish off the battery. And of course, you need a 4S balance lead, so we got one of those, and this will be plenty long enough for us to do all the soldering we have to do to balance this battery. So other than the batteries, the balance lead, the actual XT60 leads, what you need is probably some wire snippers, so you can cut off little pieces so you can actually connect your battery, kind of like that. And then you're gonna need a soldering iron along with some solder, and that should just about do it. So we got some of our stuff pretty much tinned up here. We have some tin blobs all over the place, but so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these batteries here and we're gonna pre-tin them. You want to make sure there's plenty of solder on there, so when you go to make the final connection, it's a pretty solid connection and everything flows well. So we've got the temperature rate up high. And we're going to go ahead and hit one battery at a time. Oops. There's one. Stayed pretty hot. Now that we got some solder on that thing, make the blob bigger. There we go. Nice and shiny, that's what you want. Slap some of this negative lead. There you go, that's another one. Another one. So that's what you want. You want nice, big, shiny balls of solder on there for a good connection. You don't want these coming off anytime soon. That's for damn sure. And at the same time, you don't want to mess around, because if you overheat the battery, you're going to have some problems. So that went quite well. So we've got these little wires. They're kind of soldered together. Kind of a crappy job I did here, but I might just give it a try, see if we can make our attachments. I'm not sure how well it's going to go, but I'm going to clean off my tip here. Really, I just feel like they need a little more tin on them to do what we're trying to do here. But let's give it a try, huh? There's one battery solder right on. It's pretty good connection there. Stab it there. I don't see that going anywhere. It's really strong. That's what we wanted, so it's good stuff. So I'm going to bend this wire a little bit like that, because the most important part about this joint is that it stays right in place. Alright, so unfortunately that's just not cutting it. Now the most important thing is that these joints are solid and aren't going to come off, so seems like those are good. These are pretty good. Now all we gotta do is make connections for these two. Alright, we're going to solder this little XT60 up. Really want to flow as much solder as you can into here. There we go. Hit this other side. Alright, so here's the final product. I have my balance leads wired up, and it seems to show the proper voltage and proper balance. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to neaten it up here, wrap it in electrical tape, and then I'll be back. So here's my lithium-ion battery I made. It's a 3,500 milliamp 4S battery pack with a discharge rate of 10C. Right now we're charging it at half a C, about 1.7 amps. And this is a safe charging rate. We can even charge this battery up to 1C, which is 3.5 amps.